My name is Bill Triplett. I'm a major in the United States Air Force. My call sign is Trip. So I joined the Air Force in 1992, and my motivation, to be honest with you, was a GI Bill at the time because I needed some money for college. Originally, they were pretty happy that I was going to join the Air Force and get a little direction in my life. I served for 22 years, a little over 22 years. It was awesome. It was awesome. There was ups and downs, of course. You know, when you first get there, they have to break everybody down to make everybody equal. So that's the point of, you know, all the guys get their head shaved because y'all look like cue balls when we come out, and they break you all down and build you back up how they want you. So I went through boot camp twice, basically, because I was prior enlisted, and then when I became an officer, I had to go through officer training. So it's two kinds of boot camp. At boot camp, teamwork. I'd say teamwork, and then the desire to serve something bigger than myself. You know, just be part of something bigger than myself. Just not getting through all of our head together, you know, to collectively to become a team. And once we started working as a team, we became a functional unit, you know, working as a team. And that was probably the biggest struggle, was everybody getting that through their head, that we were no longer individuals. And once you get through that struggle and finally figure that out, things started getting easier. I don't know the total number because when I look at my flight records, it's null on there. But we have over 3,000 hours of flying time total, which about half of it's combat time. We had different kinds of equipment. You can see here, I brought my helmet, my flight helmet. We have our flight crew checklist, of course. That was from when I was enlisted. I was security police, so we wore berets. But this was the old, I don't know, should I put it on? Is that too crazy? And then you would put on the oxygen mask. Of course, that would be hooked into an oxygen supply on the airplane, so that's why I couldn't keep it on very long, because there's no airflow through that without the oxygen hooked up. So anyway, that's the old flight helmet that we would carry. I brought, just for grins, we had what we called our E&E kit. So when we flew in combat, if you happen to get shot down behind enemy lines or whatnot, you'd have this kit with you. And there's just some different survival type stuff in here. But the coolest thing is probably, they call it the blood chit. So you could show this to, you know, whoever would capture you or find you, and you could say, hey, if you help me, my government will help you for returning me safely. So it was probably one of the coolest things I got to keep from my time. And that's probably one of the most important things that we got to fly with, was our survival kit. And we call this our mobility purse, and we'd have different variety of things in it. One of the important things, just in case you broke down somewhere or you got shot down somewhere, you had a different wad of cash from different countries from the area that you might be in. So in this, there's money from Uzbekistan and Afghanistan and some euros in here as well. Oh yeah, we'd play jokes on each other for fun sometimes. We would actually get to go on tours in different places, and we'd be getting paid while doing it, right? So our plane broke down in Germany one time and was going to be there for a week. So we were, for all intents and purposes, on a paid vacation for a week. So our plane was broke, we couldn't go anywhere. So we took advantage of it and toured the Rhine River and a bunch of the different castles that were in the country, and just enjoyed ourselves. So doing a lot of sightseeing in the countries that we visited was one of the biggest fun things we would do. The camaraderie and just the cohesive unit. Once you become a unit, there's just a lot of camaraderie. The physical training portion of it, mandatory physical training. I don't mind still doing some PT on my own, but the annual PT test, I am glad, is behind me. Favorite memory would be coming home from my first combat deployment and seeing my family and hugging them after, you know, getting back from combat the first time. I retired out of the Air Force the 1st of July of 2014, so that was an Independence Day weekend, and it was truly Independence Day because I was retired from the Air Force. Yes, if you want to go to the academy, you need to be in peak physical condition, be in all kinds of extracurricular activities, and be a leader in those activities. And make sure that you study hard, get good study habits, and get a good background in STEM type of classes, your science, technology, engineering, and mathematics classes. All I can think of is I would do it all again from day one if I could.